Today we've been accompanying the Archbishop of York, John Sentamu, on his 6-month pilgrimage around the Diocese of York. He's at the Open Doors project in Hull, where he's livening things up by joining the centre's music session. Cecil came here from Sierra Leone 10 years ago, and he's now a volunteer.
The very first day I stepped my feet into Hull, I was lost in terms of direction. But when I got here, I was received with open hands, and I was shown the way, and I thought, it's a place to be. And I decided to give my time, my everything as a volunteer and give every support.
Most of us have received much, and we need to freely give and put back more than actually what we take out. So I'm very glad that you're following that particular rule.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I am proud of it as well, and I'm following your footsteps. Maybe one day I'll be where you are.
The pilgrimage continues as the Archbishop turns his attention to the future generation and the children at Thoresby Primary School.
Welcome to Thoresby, and you are now part of Team Thoresby.
Am I? But I haven't got the uniform.
But he does change into something more befitting as he takes questions from the children.
What is your really important job?
I don't believe I'm doing a job. I believe I've been called by God, first of all, to know him, secondly, to love him, and then to tell other people about him, and then to serve the poor in the world. That's what I see.
Why do you work at churches?
When I turn up to church, I'm going to a party. A very big celebration of joy, of hope. Young people have a way of simplicity. They tell it like it is, but the energy and the drive. Paul says to young Timothy, let nobody despise your youth because you are young, because you've got gifts and abilities. And all our children and young people, each has a talent and a gift. So when I come into these schools, I go away energized, full of hope, full of gladness, and I think it's wonderful.
Out in the playground, the questions become a little more personal.
Huh?
Cheese or ham? Which one do you prefer?
At the moment, it's cheese.
Yes! Why did you become the Archbishop of York?
I was asked by the Queen.
What's it like to be an Archbishop?
It's like any job with responsibility. It has got wonderful things in it and difficult things in it.
And it's really good job because you actually help the world.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what I always wanted to do.
Okay, maybe you'll end up being a bishop, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? You end up being one of those?
I'd try to.
Yeah, you'll try to. That's good news. There you go.
You'll never forget that. A high five from the Archbishop.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the school day, but it's certainly not the end of your pilgrimage, is it?
No, it isn't.
What do you think you've learnt so far?
The beauty of Yorkshire, the amazing people that I've been encountering, and that the gospel of Jesus Christ is still very much alive.
And this, of course, is the start of Holy Week.
Yes.
What does it really mean to you?
Well, Holy Week, of course, begins with Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem, where the children gather and they're singing and shouting, Hosanna, Hosanna, meaning, save us now, Lord. And that triumphal entry, I'm afraid, on a Friday ends in his crucifixion.
Well, thank you for letting me join in your pilgrimage. You've still got a long way to go, though, haven't you?
It's a long way until the 22nd of May, but it's been a pleasure walking with you.
Thank you. Well, next week it's Easter Sunday, and Pam Rhodes will be going behind the scenes of the Poole Passion Play in Dorset to discover how it's changed the lives of those taking part.
Until then, it is our closing hymn for Palm Sunday. Goodbye and God bless.
Songs of Praise next week is a bit later at 5:30.